First of all, then, I mean, it's another match day where there are a big raft of selection issues. So let's try and start with the positive. Who that wasn't available for the previous game is available for this one?
Oh, good question. It's tough, these ones on the day before, isn't it? Because I can't really say too much, and I'm not going to say too much on that one. What I will say is that I think Dunks will be another one sidelined, and then we're hoping to get a few more back for tomorrow. And like I said last week, without avoiding your question too much, is with this squad we've built, it's built for reasons like now when you get a few injuries, unexpected, and players come into the team when they maybe weren't even on the bench the week or so before. So it'll be a tough challenge tomorrow, and whether there'll be a few lads in the team that didn't play the last game, we'll wait and see.
But I suppose, yeah, fair enough, not being too specific, is the picture clearing and easing? There's always going to be injuries in football, but just the volume of them at the moment must be a hindrance.
Yeah, I think the positive is, I think Raheem and Palms are back next week, full training. I think Flecky's back next week, full training. And they're the ones who have been out, obviously, the last Palms and Shet for a while now, but Flecky the last few games. I'm not going to try and hide anything with Dunks. He's got a problem with his neck that's obviously, you can't take any risks with neck injuries. And apart from that, we could get people a little bit closer than they were last week, so we'll wait and see on that. So the boys are looking fit, they're looking sharp, the ones who are available, and we're travelling down to Newport today to hopefully go and get the 3 points tomorrow.
Have the medics said how long they think Dunkley might be out for? Has that become clearer to you guys yet?
No, he had a scan that showed, I'm not going to go too specific in it, but a slight problem in his neck. But like I say, a slight problem in your neck is different than a slight problem in your knee. And he's looking to get it re-scanned next week, so we'll know more on that probably this time next week.
Changing tack, has there been any sort of further discussion about penalty incidents, etc. this week, and feedback?
Yeah, the feedback was that from the powers that be that obviously we do match reports, and the feedback was that it shouldn't have been a penalty. So we can moan about that all we want, but it's happened now. So you'd like to think, and I always a big advocate for things balancing themselves out over the course of a season, but it doesn't seem to be going that way now. The seesaw's going a little bit too one way for my liking. So hopefully my view and philosophy of things balancing themselves up happens sooner than later.
It's interesting, 'cause speaking to a lot of managers over the years, the idea of the report and any kind of feedback and further dialogue, they were almost kind of, well, you send these things in, no one hears anything, but at least you've heard something. 100%.
And I'm a big advocate for that, for sending reports and giving your opinions, because you can't really moan about officiating or decisions if you don't give your view across, put your view across, in a respectful manner, i.e. the correct channels and the forms and the MOAS, they call it, the MOAS forms you send in online, and then you can really give your thoughts on incidents and incident timings and why, and we just ask the question of for future reference, what's the ruling on the handball, because it's gone from it just hits your hand to it's not deliberate to if it's in an unnatural position. I think with Mandy's one, obviously, before looking back we're going to be biased, but after watching it back, I think because he hasn't moved to sort of save where the ball's going, his hand's there even before it hits Jones's foot. It's very, very unlucky and very harsh, but like I say, it's done. It can't be changed. We got a point out the game. I think we would have been a lot more bitter if it cost us anything and it was a defeat in the last minute. We're in a good position in the table, but we're going up against a team same points as us who've got a good home record. Be a tough one tomorrow.
And curiously, haven't drawn yet. What do you read into all of that?
Yeah, I had this debate the other day in the office about obviously two draws on the trot, it's 2 points. If you win one and lose one, it's more points, but then you've lost the game. But obviously the table doesn't lie, so you'd rather have the points. But I'm much more of the view of don't lose in terms of that unbeaten feeling, but at the same time they've lost a lot more games than us and the same points because they've won one more game. So yeah, it is a debate. I suppose the ultimate answer to that debate is, well, what gets you the more points? So I'd obviously go against my previous view and go, well, let's win games instead of draw, which everyone wants. But Yeah, no draws. So we want to go there and win because we've had a few draws now on the trot, conceded a few goals now on the trot, but we're the leading top scorers in the league. So with everything that's a little bit of a criticism, there's a massive positive to follow.
Does it? I mean, what does the lack of draws from Newport suggest to you then, that, you know, maybe they go for it or they are susceptible in certain circumstances? Clearly they've had some fantastic wins along the way, Doncaster being one of them, because we all saw that. So what do you read into that?
Oh, I don't know really. I mean, I'm not in their camp to say how they set up and what the manager dictates from the sideline as the game's going on, so I can't really say. I think that the way that we and the manager wants us to play, it certainly isn't to go out and get a draw. You know, it's not to sit behind the ball and just see if we can get someone on the counter-attack. That's not how the gaffer and us like the team to play. I think what's probably interesting if you look at Newport is that maybe there, like you say, there is that sort of view from the manager. And I say I don't know the bloke, but last minute, let's go for it. Let's not hold out for a draw. I don't know. I think he would have taken a draw at Harrogate, that's for sure, when they lost the game. So that's the good thing with us. You know, we were pretty average, weren't we, against Walsall and got a draw. And then we were a lot better against Notts County, should have won and got the draw. So in that sense, things do balance themselves out, I suppose. But we're not certainly going for draws. I know that Newport will certainly want to win all their home games, including tomorrow night. And we want to get off this sort of drawing habit now, whilst remaining unbeaten and get a good win tomorrow, hopefully.